Hey Snapchat, I'm continuing my week of covering sales at startups. Today I'm going to talk about when to hire your first sales reps. And since today's Saturday, it's just normal dad day for me, reffing soccer games. And before we get started, I'll put out a little sales advice. Most startups hire sales execs way too early in their history. Startup companies aren't really ready for sales execs until you have a repeatable sales process and a product that can easily be sold. The reason most startups make the mistake of hiring sales execs too early is most startup companies are founded by product people or engineers or sometimes business people. And they assume since they don't have sales skills themselves, the best thing to do is hire a senior sales exec. Most sales of early stage enterprise software companies at least are more like consulting projects. They're consultative sales. You're going on a journey with your customers to try and figure out what their problems are and how well what you've built maps to their problems. Often it's not a perfect fit, so what you're working on is what parts of your problem can we solve today and what commitments can we make to you on product to make up for the gaps. And unless you as founders or senior execs are willing to sit in front of customers, you'll never actually understand the requirements. Most great sales execs are really good at relationship management and understanding the sales process. Most great sales execs need really well-built products and need a lot of the early referenceability to be successful. The other problem with hiring sales execs too early at a company is they are what's known as coin operated. People think I'm being pejorative when I say sales execs are coin operated. I'm not. You just need to understand the psychology. Oftentimes they're motivated by lots of cash. Sales execs are motivated by lots of cash because they know they can make lots of cash. And why wouldn't you be? Why wouldn't you want the cash? And in order to pay them the kind of net cash they need to earn, you've got to be able to know that you can repeatably sell your product. It's from those sales that you afford commission. If senior sales execs are willing to join your sales company super early, I would question whether they're truly amazing sales executives. Yes, there are some rare exceptions of sales execs who just really like the art of the start, but they're rare. So what I recommend, instead of spending your money on senior sales execs, spend your money on sales coaches to help you be better at the process. Think of your process more as a consulting engagement, even though your end result is to try and sell mostly software with a little bit of pro serve. Do a real plan of how much volume your business can do in sales and whether or not you can truly afford to pay commissions for sales reps. It's one thing to try and persuade them you're going to hit huge revenue targets, but if you don't, they're just going to leave. So the best time to hire sales execs is when you have referenceable clients, when you have a product that's evolved enough to have a repeatable sales process. And the first people you actually want to hire in sales are people who carry bags. You want bag carriers. Bag carriers is a metaphor for doers. You want doers. Most people want to hire super senior sales execs that often are managers. You don't have anything to manage yet. You're just trying to find if you have a repeatable sales process and can get more customers. In summary, first sell products yourself, then hire a coach, then find a repeatable process, then hire execs.